Hi, I'm Nikita from Green Bay Doulas, and on behalf of Breastfeeding Awareness Month, we have asked mothers of the Green Bay and surrounding areas to share their breastfeeding stories, advice, and words of encouragement. So without further ado, here's from the ladies.
Hello, so I have been breastfeeding my daughter for 5 months now, and I remember in the beginning just wanting to quit and give up because I was so physically and emotionally drained and exhausted. But each day I told myself that I made it through that day, that I'll be able to make it through the next. And that's just what kept me going. And eventually the days turned into weeks and the weeks turned into months. And here we are, 5 months going strong and not seeing an end in sight. If you are having any doubt and wanting to give up, just remind yourself that your body was made to do this and just give yourself one more day. And you can do it. Good luck in your breastfeeding journey.
Hi, my name's Ashley. I exclusively pumped for my son for 12 months. And I guess my piece of advice that will really work for me to make it through our journey was to set small goals. I never set a big goal like a year or even 6 months. My goals were by weeks, and then they became months, and then it became much easier. So what I did, my first goal I started was for 4 weeks, and then it was 6 weeks, and then it was 3 months, then it was 5, and then from there it got easier and easier. So my one piece of advice to really go in it for, to meet, if you want to do it long term, set little goals for yourself and make sure to reward yourself for accomplishing those goals.
I chose to breastfeed because of all the health benefits. I highly suggest just trying it for as long as you can. Every drop counts. And if you have questions, just reach out to a support group, a lactation consultant, or even a doula.
There is a definite learning curve to breastfeeding, but I do it because it's the very best start I can give my children.
Breastfeeding for me this time around was definitely about finding the right support system and group of women to help me overcome any challenges I might face. With my first child, I exclusively pumped because I didn't have the support system I needed to understand what I was doing and the difficulty that breastfeeding can be. So I exclusively pumped for 1 year with my son, and taking what I learned from that, the wonderful group of women I found here as a support system, and I'm now currently breastfeeding my daughter successfully at 15 months and still going strong.
There was one decision we made at the very beginning of our breastfeeding journey that I think really helped us, and that was not allowing formula mills. I had told my wife that I really wanted to breastfeed. I had no clue what I was doing. I didn't know anybody who successfully breastfed, but it was something that I became passionate about with doing a little bit of research. So thankfully, she's supportive. We decided all the samples of formula given to us by the doctors, by the hospitals, we decided to give them away. So when our daughter got hungry, I had no choice but to sit down and figure it out. It took time, it took a lot of tears, it took a lot of research to figure out what was normal, what wasn't, but it worked. Thankfully, I'm very thankful to say that our daughter is 18, it lasted 18 months. She's over 2 now, but she never had any formula. She never had a bit of rice cereal. It was all breast milk all the time. And I'm very proud and thankful that I'm able to say
every drop counts when it comes to breastfeeding. It doesn't matter how long or how short of a time that you do it. I myself have been breastfeeding for almost 15 months now, and it has its ups and downs, but in the end, it's totally worth it every day. I just recommend getting in a support group of some kind, or getting on a Facebook support group, however you do it. Just get in touch with other moms that do it, and that way you can always get the advice that you need and the help that you need and encouragement. Good luck.
Hi everyone, it's Heaven Daniels here. I am a mother of 2 amazing sons, 2 and 4 years old. I did nurse both of my children, which is an amazing experience. My oldest was born and was in the NICU for the first part of his life, so I was a little frustrated when it first came to breastfeeding because I didn't have the opportunity to birth him and set him on my chest and start that process initially. So getting him to latch on was quite an experience once I was finally able to hold him when they were taking him out of his little crib. You know, he was hooked up to the wires and breathing machines and all of those things. So it was definitely super emotional when I did have the opportunity to finally nurse him. And upon initially trying, he didn't latch on, so I was frustrated. But with the help of a lactation consultant and my mother being there, just patience and praying, we were able to make that bond. And I will say that ever since then, it's been a breeze for both of my children. My second son, in fact, did so well, I had to kind of really kick him off. He wanted to nurse longer than his older brother. So if you're out there and you're a nursing mom, hang in there. You can do it. It's absolutely amazing, and it's a great way to bond with your children. Not to mention, it's super healthy. So hopefully that encourages you guys and helps you to stay on the course with breastfeeding.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Tuesday Talks. We really appreciated everyone sharing their stories. For more information on how you can be supported during your breastfeeding journey, please visit www.greenbaydoulas.com.